And we're back. We're back here, Spirit Sessions season number 7. Welcome to our premiering on our YouTube channel and on the Breakthrough Show Network channel on YouTube as well, and later on our podcast. So I am so happy to be back. How bad is it? We're still missing Bex. She just came down with something, so she can't join us today, but she will be back this season. Promise you, one of these times. And I'm so excited. We have, they always say two heads is better than one. Well, we've got lots of heads in the studio today, and they're going to bring such a wonderful new recharge of spirit and information and their contacts and the networking. It's just a wonderful time to be here with you all. And please enjoy today. We're going to bring you some meditations, some messages, some new energy into this new season of light, season 7, episode 1. Thanks very much for joining us. Please share this out. Let us know how you're all doing and when you're coming on. I know everybody's probably going, where is everybody? So if you're on today, please let people know we're here by sharing it out to your friends. And in the meantime, I'm going to introduce the CEO, Executive Director, and wonderful friend, Jessica Dugas. She is the creator of the Breakthrough Show Network, and she is going to share a little bit about herself and then give us a wonderful meditation to open up the show. Thanks. Hey, Jessica. There
Thank
you
you,
are.
Rhonda. So excited to be here with all of you beautiful ladies here on the show today. And Rhonda was joking before the show, like, are you sure you want to do this? You have your time to do this? You all right? And while I do have a lot going on, the Breakthrough Show Network was started with this more spiritual topics, and we sort of expanded into a lot of different things. And so it feels like a sort of homecoming, if you will, being a part of this show today. So really excited to be here. I'm going to start off with a loving kindness meditation for everyone today. And a loving kindness meditation, for anyone who's new to that, is thought to have originated in ancient India, even before the time of Buddha. And in times in my life when I have felt like, what exactly can I do here? Can I actually do anything? Can I actually make a difference? This meditation has really allowed me to feel like I'm giving a gigantic Care Bear stare to wherever it needs to go. And so that's what we're going to do together today. So if all of you ladies want to join in as well, that would be amazing. I'm going to ask everybody, if you are not driving and operating heavy machinery, to close your eyes for just a moment as we join in this together. And take a great big breath. And the first thing we're going to do is think for a moment of ourselves. I want you to picture yourself, however you see yourself in your mind, and direct your energy inward as you say these phrases out loud. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be well. And take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And now I want you to bring someone into your mind that you are thankful for having in your life, perhaps a close family member or friend. And as you picture them in your mind, direct your energy toward that person as you say these phrases out loud. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be well. Take another deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And now bring someone into your mind that is an acquaintance, someone that you hold no real feelings for, could be a bank teller or a cashier at a local grocery store. And as you picture them in your mind, direct your energy toward that person as you say these phrases out loud. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be well. And take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. And I invite you now to bring someone into your mind that maybe is a more challenging person in your life. It could be an enemy, it could be someone you've just had trouble with in the past. And as you picture this person in your mind, direct your energy toward them as you say these phrases out loud. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be well. And take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale. Now I want you to bring the whole world in focus in your mind. You could see a globe, you could see the universe, however the world looks to you in this moment. And as you picture the world in your mind, I invite you to direct your energy toward everyone, everywhere, outward, as you say these phrases out loud. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be healthy. May all beings everywhere be peaceful. May all beings everywhere be well. And as you take this final deep breath through your nose, I invite you to place your hands over your heart space. Breathe in love and peace. And as you exhale, send that love and peace to all beings everywhere. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Amen, sister. So beautiful. Thank you. It's gorgeous.
That. Thank you.
But thank you so much, Jessica. Can you let us know what's going on in the Breakthrough Network? Because you kind of had a little bit of hiatus too, as well.
Yeah, we usually take off for the holidays. It's crazy time, and family and everything else. And so we're gonna be. This is actually the second premiere back for the season, and then we have a ton of premieres next week. Plus, we just opened a really exciting virtual community, which I'm thrilled about. There's a meditation room, there are meeting rooms, and it's face to face. There's so many of us that I feel like we have the best intentions to meet in person, and that doesn't always happen. And so this is, for me, the next best thing where we can be face to face. We're not playing Hollywood squares in the little Zoom squares. And so it's super exciting, and just thrilled to be part of such an amazing community. And thank you guys for being a part of that as well. And for anybody that wants that meditation in a recording, I put a link down below. I have it as a free meditation. You're welcome to grab that as well.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I just appreciate all your support for our show. And I appreciate all your technical support for our show. All the things we've learned. You're just, like I said before, I don't know how you do it all, but I'm so glad you do, because I just love getting into Project Joy. I can't always slip in there because it's sometimes during my work time. But even though I'll just put it in the background and kind of just listen to you. So I just love that. Thanks so much for being
Appreciate it. Thank you, Rhonda.
I'm going to just slip up to Teresa because I think she wants to say a few words too before we go on. I really didn't give her a lot of chance or rehearsal. We didn't really have a lot for this week. So I'm going to just slip her over to your spot because I have the magic fingers. Yay. Hey, Teresa. Did you just want to say hi to everyone and tell them what's going on? I'm sending out invitations to all our names. Okay, go on.
Yeah, it's so exciting what's happening. After 6 years, we finally took our break, and that was our first break that we ever took. So I'm really proud of us that we did that. And in the meantime, what we did was create an expansion for ourselves. And I think that's really in alignment with all of the energies going on. It's time to step into our highest, best selves, and all those things that we allow to hold us. It's time to let go. And so we have got some powerful goddesses on our show, some powerful human beings that have put themselves through transformation again and again, have answered the call of spirit, and here they are sharing their beautiful gifts with us. So I'm looking forward to our exciting year ahead. So thank you, ladies. Thank you for coming on.
I'm going to say that again. Next, I'm going to have Nancy Louise come on and just explain what she does a little bit, and maybe I'm not quite sure what she's going to do because we didn't get that far. So Nancy's been a long-time friend of the show, a long-time friend, and she's where we go when we have a question about our cats. I got to tell you, Nancy, she's like the cat whisperer of our group, and she also has some extra super talents as well.
Extra
I'm
super
going
talents.
to put you on there. So introduce yourself there.
Because so much of my work is hands-on and individualized to each situation, I've been trying to come up with an example. And I thought, well, I don't want to grab a cat at random in the house and go, okay, let's show how to do this, because anything could go wrong there. And I have a couple marks on what has gone wrong with the new cat I'm working with outside. We're working on trap neuter return. We have a house down the street who has decided to bring in quite a few animals, especially kitties, and didn't feel that spay neuter was necessary. So we didn't know where this abundance was coming from in the neighborhood, but we just got it narrowed down. So now we will, I'll be working with Sister Kitten on trapping and getting everybody taken care of. And then we'll have more peace in the neighborhood, especially when we don't have all the testosterone running from the boys who want to take over my property. But anyhow, so most of my stuff is done with animal behavior, especially with kitties, because kitties seem to be our most challenging. And I do Akashic Records readings, pretty much everything sticking with animals, because again, a lot of our questions get deeper. The more we understand, the deeper we want to understand what's going on with our pets. And sometimes we come up with challenging moments that we just need some deeper info on than we're getting on our surface. So I'm able to tap in and assist with that. And that's what I love doing. I just love me some furs. Some fluffy beings, and boy, they love to come visit here. I do have to share something a little funny the other night, because there's one kitty I'm working with. I'm starting to bring him in the laundry room because it gets so cold at night, and his home situation isn't very good. So I got him set up in there, and about 10:30 at night, I heard like 5 knocks. 10:30 at night. Who was knocking on my front door? So I'm looking, all the cats are looking at the front door. Okay, here we go. So I start heading to the front door, and I look out my window here. There's a kitty. A kitty I don't know. Knocking on the front door. It's like, were you looking for the kitty in the laundry room? Who sent you? So I was like, hi. Okay. And then whoever it was went on their way, and it was a little dark there. So all I could see, it was a dark kitty. I'm not sure if it was the tortie from next door or a whole nother black and white one from down the street, but that just freaked me out. It's like, now they're knocking on the door. It's like, this is just, if you're hungry, just knock on the door. She'll hook you up, get you something warm. I don't know. Anyway, this is my
heard you
life.
had kitty treats or something.
This is how I serve. So this is me.
That's so awesome.
They know where to find a good home cooked meal.
Yeah.
I love it.
She'll hook you up with something one way or another. God bless
That's,
it. But yeah, that was no. Honest to God, somehow the cat knocked on the door.
that's so cool. That's so cool. I
That's
have
cute.
to say.
My life.
Oh, thanks, Nancy. And I know you just love hanging out with us. So,
I do.
you'll just hang out random when, one of us can't be here and just be the big support. And you always
I'll
have
be
such
glad
interesting
to.
questions to share. So you always have interesting questions. And that's what we need sometimes is the questions to bring out the best. So
Yes.
I'm doing my alphabetical order. So that means Katie Steinle is next if I'm going by last name. So I'm going to pull you up, Katie, because you have lots of different talents and lots to share. So
A woman
Katie,
of many talents.
I
That's
just
me.
got to say, this is a super international show today because we have Kim Van Sandy from the Netherlands. I'm not sure if it's Amsterdam or not. I'm going to say, but most of it. And then Katie from the West Coast and Jessica from the East Coast. And then Teresa and I are in the middle, and Nancy's in the Carolinas. So we're all over the place today. We're time travelers. So it's
But
early
isn't
for you,
it
Katie.
beautiful? I think that is just so representative of like the times that we are in. And I'll talk a little bit just about astrology. Human design is my background, and so you look to the skies, as above, so below, to see what's happening within. And we just have such a planetary lineup right now of this just natural push for you are really going to feel drawn this year to find your tribe, find those like-minded people, because when you do, you don't feel as alone. I mean, we spend so much time up in our heads creating these limiting stories, right? We get in our own way far more than anybody outside of us. And a lot of times, when we have these brilliant ideas or, we think a certain thing and we dim our light because we look around and maybe, we don't think anybody around us is going to relate. And so I just love now that, we do have, social media and we are more global and we're realizing how interconnected we really are. And when you find, I love, shows like this and Jessica's, and when you find these platforms that allow you to connect no matter where you are in time and space, it's like you can share, and people are like, oh my gosh, yeah, no, I totally agree. And I feel that way too. And it just really helps us come into our own. And that's what we're really being called to do right now. We've got, I don't know, how many people watching are familiar and track astrology, but if you are, and even if you're not, you might have heard, because these are big events. Not only did we have just this last week, a couple days ago, we had kind of a setup. It's called a T-square, but we had that full moon, in Leo, and that was squaring Pluto's the biggie. Pluto just moved into Aquarius and will be there for the next 20 years, which if you think, for some of us that'll be the remainder of our lives. And Pluto, when Pluto moves, mountains move, big shifts happen. And Pluto moving into Aquarius, I mean, you've heard, even when, we were growing up, talk about age of Aquarius and, songs were made and stuff, but it's upon us, it's like happening in real time. And that just happened. And then the other part of that T-square is Jupiter and Taurus. But basically what that means is you might, especially this last week, just been feeling a lot of extra pressure lately and just wondering, like, where's that coming from? Because it's not something you can necessarily identify, because this is what's happening internally. And what this is doing is it's really creating a lot of pressure for you to own more of who you are, own your uniqueness. That's what Aquarian energy is all about. And one of the ways that you do that, you when you find your tribe, when you find, other people that you can connect with and relate with, it gives you that self-confidence, right? Like, wow, I'm not the only one, that feels this way or thinks this way. And it's all, just this natural ebb and flow. And I find it so fascinating, again, when you track, some of these planetary cycles and shifts, and then you really see them playing out like in your everyday life, and so it's like, just knowing a little bit about it helps you kind of go from being like that first day on your surfboard, trying to learn how to surf, and you're getting hammered by the waves and you don't know what's up and what's down and you think it's all you, to once you really know what to expect, it's almost like, oh, okay, right on time. I'm not going to take this personally. I know this is for my growth, my evolution. And so I just enjoy sharing this kind of information because I know how much it helps me. But yeah, if you are feeling this kind of pull or pressure to, face some of your vulnerabilities, now is the time. We are really going to be called to step into, the sovereign beings that we are and start making your decisions based on your intuition, based on what is right for you, not just, following the crowd, right off the cliff, whatever the person in front of you is doing, that mode is out. So the more awareness that you can gather and the more you can kind of approach things from, wow, things are shifting and changing, and they're going to start to really speed up here, faster than I've ever seen before. But instead of like looking at the past and going, oh my gosh, that's changing. This is all about forward movement and looking ahead and dropping what no longer works for you, really looking at your patterns that you've had for a very long time that have maybe kept you safe, kept you limited, and really checking yourself, because we also have Uranus, another big planet that is actually just in the process of switching from retrograde, which is kind of like a backwards movement, so inward focus, to forward. And once that happens, that's happening this week, we will have all planets stationed direct now till April. That's a big deal because that means a lot of the energy that we've been, kind of turning inward, and it's winter time and, we're kind of in that hibernation phase. Like you're going to find this like natural burst to like, now you're like, okay, let's go, So Uranus is lightning. It is like sudden, unexpected twists and turns. Lean into it, be excited. This is like that kind of energy where you might just have like these downloads, these like ideas, brilliant ideas that come out of nowhere. And if you do, go with it, check in with your intuition. That's key. But really start to, put yourself out there, and reinvent yourself and create, the best version of you, especially as we've got all of this forward motion. And I just want to mention one more thing. And then I'd like to do one of the talents that Rhonda mentioned is I work with biofeedback frequencies. And this really cutting edge stuff, which again, you're going to see so much advancements in, tech and science and medicine with Pluto and Aquarius. That's all about transformation. But the biofeedback that I work with, it's really cool. Now they're really finding out, they're studying this. This was created by MIT, that just if you think about every cell in your body has a unique vibration. And they're finding that when we speak, that is a culmination of, they can break down like even more detailed than a blood draw, what's happening with you on a physical level, on a emotional level, mental level, energetic level. I mean, it's amazing. And so what this biofeedback does is it's got thousands of perfected biomarkers and perfected resonances. And so when you listen to these frequencies, and this is all about just you receiving, that this is what I love. There's nothing you have to do. We need to all learn how to be more receptive, because we're getting hit with so much light. The solar, you've heard solar maximus this year and next year. The solar sun peaks every 11 years, and we are at a peak. So, you're gonna, we're all going to be impacted, just like sometimes when we get hit with the solar flare and it takes out radio communication. Think of what that's doing to us as well. Now you can resist it and go, my nervous system, or you can learn to relax and trust yourself and take in that light, right? And use it to rewire your nervous system for the better, and use it to, create those new neural pathways. So just quickly, I just wanted to also point out, the last thing was, we've got the nodes of fate. We've got a setup that is happening right now where the North Node, where we're headed as a collective group, is in Nancy's favorite territory. We're headed in the Aries direction. And then we've got our South Node, where we're coming from, what we're leaving behind, in Libra. And that is going to be squaring, which means that creates a little bit of pressure. That's going to be squaring all of our personal planets. So Mars, Mercury, and Venus. And so what that basically means is you're really going to be called to look at what is out of balance, especially in your relationships. Libra is all about, just wanting everybody to be happy. It's very relationship focused. It's the scales, it's, balance. But we're looking at our relationship with ourselves, coming into Aries. That, again, you've got all of this lineup. And when you start to see it happening, not just in one aspect, but in multiple, you're really going to feel this in your life. So I want to make sure you guys are in the know. So your relationship with yourself is really going to come front and center. And again, Aries is the leader. It's the initiator. It's the, first sign. And Nancy, if you want to, pipe in, because she's got so much Aries energy, she's just a master at this, but really, pushing you to take ownership of yourself, of your energy, of your true potential. And, that South Node is really, this is asking us, where are you playing small, just to try to make other people fit in or feel better? Take a look at that. You're going to be pushed to have some open conversations and dialogues in your relationships. You're going to be kind of noticing wow, I've put up with this for all this time. This isn't what I want to continue to do with this relationship. So, if you do, I hope that you do have those open and honest conversations, because that is how we strip away, what isn't really us, and we step into more of what's working for us. But, approach those conversations with respect, right? And with love, and take ownership of the role that you are playing, in that relationship as well, because we tend to, want to blame everything and everybody outside of us. But this is all about really going in and taking a real good look in the mirror at what's happening with you. So let me go ahead and we'll just do, how are we doing on time, Rhonda?
We're good. We love your astrology weather report, because we all can use that. And yeah, go ahead and play. I'll let you know if it's working.
Okay, great. Okay, so I would like to do, let's just do 3 minutes, just to be respectful, because I know there's a lot of us and we've only got the hour, but this will give you a really good taste. And this just will allow your body to just take these frequencies in. And what it does is it'll just help your body find its way back to your own homeostasis, your own balance point. And that will help your nervous system adjust to, these, kind of all this incoming energy. And then you can kind of make the most of it, especially as you move into this week ahead. So if you want to just start by closing your eyes and maybe just taking a couple nice, deep, letting go breaths, just focusing on that exhale. And as you take this in, I want you to just really, focus on letting go. What can I just, release right here, right now in these 3 minutes? And keep your attention on your heart space, because when you do, it naturally opens up your energetic field so that you can take these in on an even deeper level. Take one last nice deep breath before you open your eyes, just letting everything kind of settle in deep within your system. And I hope that you find that helpful. Some people actually notice, physical sensations, or they'll get visuals and different things. And if you did or you didn't, either one is okay. But if anything does come up for you that you'd like to share, please, let us know and put it in the comments. I just find it's just so fascinating, again, because a lot of times when somebody says, "Oh, wow, I felt this or I saw that," then other people will be like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, no, me too." And it just kind of, helps us all integrate at a deeper level.
Thank you. Yeah, I could feel that in my body. And I am so into the new age of everything's going to be through sound and light of healing.
Yes.
Like, sound and light and energy is going to be the new healing modalities.
The
And,
future of healing is sound and light. That's actually been quoted. And
Yeah.
they're doing Reiki now in surgery. They're the frequencies that we just listened to, they're finding that frequencies, they're able now to go in and target cancers, because they can target just that specific area with certain frequencies. And you can literally see the cells just in that area of focus being broken up. I mean, it's just, and this is only going to get bigger and bigger and more.
And this wonderfully segues into our next special guest host, Marla Torres, because she's been working with all sorts. Not only is she a Reiki master and a shamanic Reiki master, but she's working with new energies and new things. And hopefully, Marla, I'm going to thank you, Katie. And just your circles is what's the name of your circle that everyone
Oh,
can
yes.
join?
If you enjoyed this, I talk about tribe, right? I do a celestial circle through Patreon. You can find me, Katie Steinle, at patreon.com. And Rhonda can attest, it's amazing. We get together once a month and do some up leveling and healing and talk about the stars and all good things.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's just like it's a buzz. It's wonderful. Thanks,
Thank you.
Katie. Thanks. We'll talk later. Just a sec. Marla,
Okay.
I'm going to put you in. Hopefully, I don't lose you because I want to drag you over here. There we go. There's Marla.
Hey.
Happy face. Hi.
Oh, that felt so good, Katie. Thanks for sharing it. I love all things energy and finding out more about frequencies too. Like I work with Healy with their devices and learning more about energetic allergy healing, which is my latest love. It's super powerful to be able to use energy and frequencies to clear away these oftentimes deep ancestral traumas that have created allergies that show up as physical symptoms more often than not. And it's so fascinating to me because like I was trained in Western medicine as a registered nurse, worked in critical care for over 14 years, and just being able to make that shift and to see how, like, really, like you guys were saying, the future with healing is in the frequencies and in the sound. And yeah, it's just so fun. I get really excited about all of it. um, the meditation I'm going to share is a heart breath connection meditation, which felt really synchronous with what Katie was just sharing, to really anchor in those frequencies that she shared. So if y'all can just if you're able to get into a comfortable position, just invite you to get comfortable and close your eyes, and we'll just ground all that in. All right, take a nice deep breath, close your eyes, centering yourself in your heart. Taking a moment to call back all of your awareness, all parts and aspects of you. Begin to breathe slowly and deeply, imagining that you are breathing in and out of your heart. Breathe for a 5-second inhale and a 5-second exhale if you can. Now notice a ball of light in front of you. It is pink. It is pure compassion energy. Begin to breathe this pink light into your heart with each inhale. See this pink light flowing into your heart, lighting up every cell of your heart. With each breath, your heart gets brighter with this light, and feel your heart space begin to expand with this beautiful pink light. Now, notice a pillar of light forming around your expanded heart space. Extend your pillar of light down from your heart, down through your body, into your legs and your feet, connecting into your Earth Star chakra just below your feet, and sending it down into the center of the earth until you come into the crystalline core of Gaia. Here you will see, feel, or imagine a warm golden light. This is the heart chakra of Gaia. Connect your pillar of light into the heart of Gaia, feeling into the connection that exists between your heart and the heart of Gaia. Ground and anchor yourself in here. Now begin to draw the golden love light from the heart of Gaia, the unconditional love and support that Gaia holds for you, back up through your pillar of light, into your Earth Star chakra, into your feet, up your legs, into your root chakra, your sacral, navel chakra, solar plexus, into your heart, seeing your heart expand with this golden love light. Now let's extend your pillar of light, which is filled with the pink light of pure compassion and the golden love light from Gaia, up from your heart, now into your high heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, your crown, your soul star chakra, which is about 12 inches above your crown, extending your pillar of light up and connection with your higher self, your I am presence, your divine aspect. Taking a moment to connect heart to heart with the highest aspect of self that you can access now in this moment. Good. Now, as you breathe through your heart, begin to extend your pillar of light up, 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 up past the universe, out as far as you can go into pure source light, pure creation energy, noticing the pure, iridescent source love light that is all around you. Feel yourself anchored into this light and allow yourself to soak in that pure source of source energy, feeling that connection that exists between your heart and the heart of Creator as you breathe. Now, begin to imagine that iridescent source love light flowing down your pillar, through your chakras, and into your heart. Seeing your heart expand with all of this light now. Noticing how all of the light in your heart together creates a beautiful rose gold light. Notice how with each breath, this light is expanding to fill every cell of your body and all of the space in between. See your whole body glowing with this rose gold light. Good. Noticing now how as you continue to breathe through your heart, this light is expanding out beyond your physical body, filling your entire toroidal field so that you are in the center of a ball of light that is about 12 feet in diameter, and it is filled with this rose gold light. Take a moment to imagine or feel how bright all of this light is within you and all around you. Feel how loved and supported you are in this sacred space. And just hold this intention to ground and anchor yourself here into all of this light and to these essential connections now. Just sit with that energy for a moment. I invite you just to feel how loved you are and how cared for you are. And just feel safe in these energies. And when you're ready, go ahead and come back, wiggle your fingers and toes, and join us back on the call. I'm complete.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So lovely, so lovely. And I couldn't have segued in better to um, our our great friend from the Netherlands, Kim Van Sandy, who it's like 6:30 at night, almost 7. So I'm going to put it over to her because she has some wonderful wisdom to share as well. Thank you so much, Marla. That's gorgeous and grounding and wonderful. Wow, thank you. I got to get back into space. Okay, here I am.
Thank you, everyone, for sharing your wisdom. And I'm excited to share this sacred space with everyone here and everyone tuning in. And it's really beautiful what you all shared. It's so in alignment with my mission and my purpose to open the hearts and minds of millions to love. Because it's truly when we reconnect to love that is abundantly all around us. It really supports us to overcome our challenges, to overcome our doubts, our fears. And it's really, as the universe ascends and as Mother Earth raises her vibration, it also stirs up our own inner slower vibrations. It stirs up all the things we may have been pushed away for many lifetimes, many years. And now it's time to embrace every facet of ourselves with love. Because when we do that, magical things start to happen. And that's what I noticed in my own life when I truly embraced the profoundness of love, how things started to shift from my illness to my business to all of it. When I truly allowed myself to feel the love in every cell of my body and to embrace everything that I am, magical things started to happen. So that's what I'm supporting people with. So I am an author. I've channeled one book and another book, Activating the Flower of Love, and I have downloaded and channeled a beautiful card deck. So I will draw a beautiful card that is aligned with this now moment. So each card has a different sacred geometry sign on it. And out of this, again, this is me. Yes.
I just want to give a quick how you channeled those cards. It was in one day, wasn't it?
Yes, the same with my book. I never thought writing a book, but somehow when I stepped into this space of love, the inspiration came in. So in 20 hours, I channeled the whole book. And then the half year later, the inspiration came for card deck. So in a weekend, the whole card deck was channeled and downloaded. And they have all beautiful messages, and they are in alignment with the teachings of the book. So I'm also the founder of the Flower of Love Mystery School lineage, and all of these beautiful things are following from there. And it's truly empowering yourself with love, empowering yourself to step into the life you truly desire. But also love really makes you resilient, because it doesn't mean that life will always be easy. But when we look through the lens of love, beautiful things happen, and we can see the growth, because in the end, it's an opportunity to grow. I always share, like, we have this bubble of energy around us, and in our field, we have beautiful things, but we also have shadows and triggers, and it's time to witness them. It's time to not be afraid anymore of our deeper parts within ourselves, because that is where the true growth is. And that is also, as I heard the astrology again and all of it, those things are being stirred up to be faced right now with love, with compassion, and it's embracing all that we are, because in that we can truly step into our power. We can truly remember our purest self and come home to who we are. And that is our biggest contribution. Our biggest contribution is not copying others and doing what the rest of the world does. Our biggest contribution is remembering who we are and standing in that truth and showing that to the world. So let's see what the Flower of Love message of today is. Divine union. So I will read the card and you can look at the sacred geometry sign. Divine union, harmonizing your feminine and masculine energy into a beautiful dance of creation. Your divine feminine is the receptive force that births the energy, and the divine masculine is the active force that brings it into form. Together, they create a powerful union that brings balance, harmony, and manifestation into your life. It's time to release any old program or limiting beliefs that keep them separate and allow them to work together in co-creation. Nourish your whole being and align your desire with the unified energy of your divine masculine and feminine to manifest your deepest desires and highest calling. Let this union bring wholeness and fulfillment into every aspect of your life. And it's beautiful. You can just watch it, these images, and they support you, and they are, because that is what I love. I also work with light language and sacred love codes. But it's so beautiful, because when we step into the space of healing, of remembering who we are, but when we do it with our minds, there are these blockages that sometimes we are not able to go past, because our system goes into stress, our system goes into fear. But the beautiful thing about light language and these love codes and these sacred geometry signs are they bypass the mind, and they co-create with your higher self and with your soul, creating openings, portals in your being, so that you can more fully remember and you can more fully harmonize who you are. So it's really allowing all the elements of your being to co-create with you, because I'm all about the experience. So yes, there was a time where we were all about knowledge and all about knowing with the mind, but this time it's knowing with your heart and following your sacred yeses, that your intuition is guiding you, and your heart and your soul and every part of you. And that again circles back to love. Because love also allows us to be brave enough to do that, to not always listen to the mind, but listen to our heart and to our gut feeling and our intuition, to be brave, to say yes to this new life that is truly, deeply soul fulfilling. And I am so honored, as I heard all of your stories and beautiful meditations, to be on this journey with you and to be in this sacred community with everyone tuning into this, because we're on this path of something new, something exciting, something we have not experienced yet on this earth. And we can only embrace it with love and compassion, and we can support and inspire each other. So I am really honored to be a co-host on this show and to share sacred space with all of you and everyone tuning in. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. And we look forward to you, who are first bringing in the new guest next week, one of your circle, and bringing in, so sharing into our circle. And it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have. I'm just going to put us back all on so we can all see. I thank you, everyone, for being here today. I just wanted to remind everybody to get in touch with our guests and their specialties. All their contacts, their websites, their links are in the description of this video or in the podcast or in the YouTube, whichever. And everything you've seen today will be just as high frequency on the replay as it is now. I am always the synchronicities that have come today. Nobody knew exactly what anybody else was bringing, but it was all love. And that's what I think we want to share out. And I chose a card just before we got on. And this is from our friend Sean Leonard. He's been on our show a couple of times. His new deck, The Wisdom of the Elders. And
Ooh.
yeah, it's a beautiful deck, and it's the forest. And it's the forest, and it's called support. And that's very synchronistic. You people are all coming on to support us, to support your communities, and just be another branch. And how trees communicate is how I think human beings are going to start to communicate. We're going to kind of branch into everyone's mycelium, their personal mycelium of their connections with the world. And it's just going to be, there'll be a worldwide web connected with love and energy, and it's going to be wonderful. And just a little thing to leave you all. By embracing diversity and your own unique perspective, you can be of service and stand among the trees. Feel the earth beneath your feet, bathe in the grounding energy, take in the smells of nature, and meditate how you can provide support in the same way that the trees support one another. Your strength, whether it be spiritual, physical, emotional, or mental, may be required at this time to help yourself or help others in need. So I thought that was a really cool card to bring up. And Teresa, I'm going to let you take out the show and with your final words and what you're offering. I know you've got some really cool offerings this week, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you take out the show. Okay.
Yeah, I have a couple of offerings out in honor of the new year and the coming up beginning of the year of the dragon, of course, because you guys all know me, right? But I have my 12 card angel blessing reading out, and you can look on my Facebook for the posts about it. And that is always so powerful. And people tell me they come back to it again and again over the years and are still understanding the depths of the things that are put in there. But I wanted to honor the dragon. So there is such a super special 8-card dragon wisdom reading that's coming out. And that shows you the dragons that are working with you. But why? Because look at, here we are on the brink of all these amazing new energies, but we're not alone. We are so supported. And so see what energies are here to support you. They might seem big. They might seem, hey, about time. So let's find out who your dragons are. And then I'm still doing my Akashic Records readings. I love that. They're so powerful these days. So lots of chances to get together.
Teresa, this is your year, the year of the dragon. Wow.
Yes, I've been waiting so long.
And people always think dragons are like fear-based, but they're really heart-based creatures, right? They're just like, they just bring in love and heart, and they clear out all the energy of negativity. Okay.
Yeah, they got the biggest hearts, and there's so many different kinds. There's galactic dragons, there's our elemental dragons, and then my higher self dragon is from the realm of the seraphim.
Oh, wow.
So
And so they're
dragon.
called the source dragon. And so they're like what was there before the elementals. And so, hey, we all know it takes the team to raise the kids, right? And so there they are, all out there to help us. And the unicorns, Oh, what an exciting year.
Thanks so much, Teresa. Please join us next week at all the time zones, 12 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Netherlands, 5 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Pacific, and all the ones in between. We're all time travelers here, and we can all do it. Watch us on the replay, listen to our podcast, which will be up shortly. Thank you all for coming, and stick on while I just put on the Take Us Out music. Thanks very much, everyone. Love you all.
Bye.